All right. Start spring practice. You guys are back. Just what's the mood? What's the mindset as you go into the spring? Whatever it is, 14, 15 practices.
Yeah, the mood is just to become the best team possible within the 15 practices we have. Everybody is just going out there and giving effort, showing the coaches what they can do. So we're excited to be out there in spring, and we're excited to build up the foundation of the team we want to be. And man, the first day was great. Defense was out there getting a lot of turnovers. So now it's just honing in on the details within everybody's jobs and being detail-oriented. And on top of that, the relentless effort piece is what we want to emphasize. So certainly something we want to show in practice too, which is coming up right now. But I think first day was a great foundation for what we want to build. Sure.
What's it been like? New coaches, obviously a couple of new coordinators, Coach Kelly, Coach Durkin. But what's it been like? What have they brought to this team, and what have you seen for them? It's early, but just so far.
Yeah, I think Coach Durkin does a great job just getting the information to everybody. Getting the information to the players and just wanting us to put our best foot forward. Emphasizing that we need to go out there and play relentlessly. We're not holding back. We got a ball-out mentality in terms of trying to get the ball out, cause disruption on that side of the ball, and get the ball back to our offense, what we want to do countlessly throughout the season. So certainly he's implemented that. Coach Kelly is just trying to build the foundation of our DB room, get their technique all the way sound, get everything ready and down packed for the season so that the DBs can go out there and thrive. And Coach Crime is grouped in that as well. And then on top of that, we're handling any accountability issues with Coach Crime, working directly with him. And we're seeing changes, and certainly I've seen changes, and we're building to where we need to be.
What about new players, a lot of new faces?
Yeah.
What has stood out from that group? I know, again, it's been one practice of ours, but what have you seen from that group so far?
You talk DB group?
Oh, no, just some of the early enrollees in general.
Early
is everybody,
okay.
Just the freshmen and some of the transfers.
I've seen a lot of guys stand out within the first couple of days. There's the guys on the D-line. My roommate, Bobby, certainly somebody that stood out to me first day in terms of violence on the D-line. Gage Keys is certainly somebody that stood out. Trill from Texas is somebody that stood out. JT, also from Texas, stood out. His ability to cover and communicate in the back end is certainly something that I admire. Being out there with savvy DBs is certainly something you want to have. So we have so many guys, and I hate to leave guys out, but man, there's guys that are putting their best foot forward, and those guys are certainly going to be on the field with us.
Last thing for me, just how is this spring different for you, kind of coming after last season and having a breakout season? How was it different for you, whether that be your goals and expectations, whatever it may be?
Yeah, I just think it's different in terms of telling myself what got me to this point, and just remaining hungry. At this time last year in spring, I was so hungry to prove who I am and what I can do to the staff and go out and put my best foot forward for Auburn. And I think right now for me, it's just balancing that hunger and just continue to remind myself that I have to play with that every single play. I have to be relentless. I have to go get it. I have to have that mentality every single play. And I can't waver. I can't yield. And I have to continue to do it. So that's the biggest thing for me, just the mental piece. Like, Gene, you got to go. You got to show, you got to be relentless in your pursuit and your efforts. So certainly something I continuously remind myself on a day-to-day basis, and certainly something I want to continue to do throughout the spring.